Goblinoosh. Haha, yibs. Benoda Smalls? Waybo. Kabara. Dinaway. Glafau. Kumoy. Ta Kuma. Waybo. Yanawa. He ought to be. Fame. Moochie Peachy. Bang Trip. Full Gelman. Storbadoo.
Fricashenay.
Waybo. Umbig. Hatsmiaba.
Dasmikos Karenzi. Funchil Bronza.
Soul, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are now in the second half of the year 1344, and everyone's, busy with stuff, as is pretty usual around here. Yep. Thank you everyone for being super supportive about me taking Monday off. It really helped. I was actually feeling so overwhelmed that I couldn't even think through stories. I couldn't think through a golden egg. Oh, that's everything. Yeah, I just couldn't really think through anything, if you know what I mean. I was feeling so overwhelmed. I just couldn't figure out what I was meant to be doing. So it really helped just being able to take the day off. Oh, become friends with? Listen, he's standing right around. Oh, man. Because our buddy Edgar, he is friends with a lot of adults, but I guess he has to become friends now. You can share some productivity tips. Another thing about taking that time off is that I felt like I finally had enough time to actually update. So I finally updated, which is great because now all of my mods have been updated. Although I've just realized I forgot to download the Evolve All mod, but that will happen soon, of course. Oh, it'll be so nice to finally not have everything flashing in my face. You know what I mean? Oh, also what it means is that, Luella, have you finished with this yet? Not quite. Here, do that. Because it's so exciting. I have to show you guys this. It's so exciting. It's going to get in the way of him being able to get his milestones, but it's the cutest thing ever. Oh yeah, it's Rogation days. For me, the Grim Rewards events are completely broken, and I can't get rid of them from the top corner. I think it's probably because of moving from household to household. They were doing fine when I originally loaded in and I was only in one household. But when I switched to another household, basically they said, I don't think so, my dude. Also, another thing is that I've brought this up before, but it never made it into the videos, is that I said something a few episodes ago about how they wouldn't know marshmallows, so they couldn't have named a animal Marshmallow. But as was shared with me in the comments, apparently the marshmallow is actually an indigenous plant to this area. So they would have known, which is very exciting. Very interesting too. So I thought I had to share that with everyone. Man, he is obsessed with his nephew. I think nephew. Do you mind collecting all the beeswax? I've got a dream that one day Luella will actually have time. Okay, so you've taken care of baby. Now look at this bat carrier, everyone. Just wait for it. Look. Look at this back carrier. Oh my goodness. Do you see? It's a wrapped cloth. Okay, well, nobody said infants weren't buggy. We just said that they're here. But yeah, look at it. It's so cute. It's from Luna Moth. It's new to me. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but it's so cute. You have to get it if you're playing historical. Baby, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Why don't you play with your toys? This year, we're kind of in the calm before the storm. What's going to happen next, obviously, is that, where are you? Oh, right here in front of me. I see. I see. Hello? Hello, sir. We want to become friends with you. Please? So yeah, we're kind of in the calm before the storm this year. Where next year, of course, as we know, the 100 Years' War is going to pick up. I think everybody's pretty tense. They can tell that something's about to go down, and they don't really know what it's going to mean for everyone. But they don't know, they don't know what's going to happen. Oh, hey, Luella. Why don't you apologize to her again, I guess? We're still working on the money stuff, obviously. We don't really have enough money to build another building, unfortunately. But we'll keep working on that bit by bit. And hopefully, eventually, we'll get there. Oh, Evelyn's coming over to talk to Harper. She autonomously goes to him all the time. Oh, hello? Oh, did you make a friend with him? That's fantastic. You could try becoming friends with Evelyn, I guess. Why is she flirty? Oh dear. Maybe you can enthuse about candy? Does cloud casing still get friendship up? Because I really don't want to put that much time in, and I'm also not sure ever how asking to cloud gaze is a deep thought. But there you have it, I guess. I was planning on us doing our second harvest day for the year over here today, but because I wasn't here when the lot loaded in, basically it hasn't, the plants haven't come in, unfortunately. Very much unfortunately. Do we have eggs yet? Yes. So we're gonna have to try and be here tomorrow when they come in, but we have to go to Lithuania because Vilkas is becoming a toddler, which is very exciting. And we also need to talk about some historical stuff. So I'm gonna hold on to the golden egg, and we'll deal with that whenever we deal with taxes next. Oh, because we've got at least two finely aged bottles of nectar. And this guy has got a couple of meads. Ooh, yeah. But for now, it's kind of late in the day. I think it's about 6 o'clock in game. So we're going to leave these guys and go to Lithuania to check in on Vilkas for his birthday and talk about the things that have been happening there in the past couple of years. So I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so here we are at Darius's house. Ignore Seamus there. He's not supposed to be here, but I think he doesn't know that. Oh, it's sad. A lot of people said that maybe because of what's happened to his wife, that he might have come to see his family. I don't think that he can easily do that. It would be multiple years, and I'm not sure he would make that journey with his children, as young as they are. So, I don't know. But it was nice of him to try and stop by. But yeah, today it is Vilkas Miskinis' toddler birthday, if you can believe it. Little redheaded, oops, wrong way. Hey, happy birthday, Vilkas. We're trying to see if you're going to make it through everything in the couple of years coming so that you can become heir or not. So he was calm, and now he is inquisitive. Okay, bud, let's get you in cast and let's see what's going on. Oh, this must be a new hair with the update. Oh my gosh, why are your eyebrows a different color? It's so strange. You can keep your blue eyes, but let's get the double bubble ones. A baby. Okay, so for Vilkas to survive his toddler age up, he cannot roll the numbers 4, 8, 12, or 16. That's it. So 5. He's totally fine. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh, so cute. Look at them all. Oh, remember when things were so bleak for Darius and Isabel? But now look at them. Now look at them. So in terms of things that are going on in Lithuania this year, well, actually, there's been some stuff that's been going on in the background that are kind of important to bring up in terms of like, making sure that everything makes sense. So first of all, in 1340 or 1341, Gediminas, who had been the Grand Duke of Lithuania and a very important leader, passed away. Since it's been a long while since we've discussed him, as a brief and somewhat incomplete reminder, he united a large number of people who had been under attack from the Teutonic Order as well as the declining Mongolian Empire. He expanded the territory held by Lithuania. He wrote diplomatic letters that improved the relationships of his territories with Catholic Europe, and he permitted people of varying religious viewpoints to coexist in society peacefully, while at the same time opening up to settlers who wanted to live in his territories. After he died, his sons and a brother divided his empire among themselves, which of course, as often happens, led to family disputes and quarrels. But by 1344-1345, two brothers had risen to prominence, Algerdus and Kestudis. Now, Algerdus had the title of Grand Prince. He was a fierce pagan, but he married successively two Russian Orthodox princesses because, remember, that was a major facet of the sort of sense of community that his father had developed. He raised his children to be pagan skeptics, but they also understood and could perform being Christian, which helped keep his allies on his side. He abstained from all alcohol and encouraged restraint from excesses so that he wouldn't and his family wouldn't alienate their Russian subjects. His brother took the lands opposite to the Teutonic Knights, so he was directly facing the Teutonic Order's strongholds that were being built. Together they ruled equally, with one looking to the east and the other to the west, and in the beginning they were on the offensive together. The neighbors that they had referred to them as kings, and Russian princes wanted their sisters and daughters for their wives. So they were kind of in a moment of feeling very powerful. While they helped the Livonians, they also kind of looked down on them, but they were very successful with raids in 1343 and 1344. Around this point, there was a new Grand Master in charge of the Teutonic Order, and long story short, in the winter of 1344 into the start of 45, there was a massive group organized by the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order to launch a campaign against the Lithuanians. However, it was a terrible failure. The weather worked against them. They basically couldn't make it anywhere. They only had 2 days of trying to start the campaign, and then they basically went back to a castle fortress where they could hang out, party, play dice, hoping that the weather would turn, but it wouldn't. So it was a failure of a campaign. The two brothers at this point are feeling pretty successful. They've been very successful with their raids. However, this is going to be a turning point of the year because while between 1344 and 1377, the Lithuanians would launch 42 raids. By contrast, the Crusaders and the Christians would launch 96 invasions during that same amount of time. And doing the math, that's an average of 3.4 per year. So in light of that, I've changed the raid rules for this period of time, which is really scary because that's a long time, 44 to 77. Oh my goodness. But now 3 numbers are risky instead of 1. So rather than rolling 3 times each year, there are now 3 numbers that are risky for the homes. The numbers are 4, 8, and 10. So let's see what's going to happen. For Sophia's home, she's fine. What about for Darius's home? Also fine. Wow. Narva's? Also fine. And Ivor's. Oh, shoot. Oh, no way. Of all the homes. Yikes. And if you're wondering why I just had Sophia's home and Ivor's home is separate, we'll get into that more at the start of next year. But basically, Sophia got remarried and is expecting, and she has moved out to be with her new husband. Okie dokie. So on that note, I'm going to leave these guys here, and I will see you at the next household. But before we go, I know that a lot of people are looking forward to getting to see the Lithuanian rules, and I'm working on a document for that. Anyways, I'll see you when we get to the next household. All right, so it's the start of the next day. We're back at the Paynes on again because of the, oh no, fasting. Dang it. Yeah, we're back at the Paynes again for Harvest Day, basically, is why I'm here. So I'm gonna get the guys up soon and have them go around harvesting. Can you give those to Luella? I think that she would like that. Oh, see, they're just chitter-chattering. Luella finally knows that she's pregnant. See, they just kind of talk to each other. They don't have a problem with each other, really. The problem is more the boys. The boys are the problem. Why is nobody ever doing what I ask them to do? Well, what can you do? Can somebody please clean this? For the love of Pete. That's right, Pete, I say. Okay, why is this baby upset? Oh. Why don't you put baby in the back carrier again? And as for you, can you please pick up the clothing piles? And have you become friends with Evelyn yet? No, not really anywhere near. Oh no, Luella, you are so sick. Luella, you're gonna have to break fasting. I know you don't want to, but you need to. Because you're growing a baby in there. You know what I mean? Heidi, I feel like that's not what I told you to do. But at least you cleaned this, so that's something. Oh, yeah, exchange that bad boy for money, my dude. Okay, so between the harvest and the golden egg, we owe taxes on 3,092 simoleons, which means that we owe 1,357, so we'll be left over with 7,806 simoleons, which is not bad, you know? It could be a lot worse. I'm not against it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it not the cutest? I mean, not with Luella being sick and everything, but like, come on. Come on with this baby carrier. I wish I could get a little peek at your face. Oh, it's so cute. But on that note, I think that but on that note, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna go and pop in on a good friend of ours, a brewer friend of ours, because a few things have changed in his life, and I think it's worthwhile to go and check it out and see what's going on. Okay, so here we are at a new brewer home because one of the Brewer boys was at the age that he could get married. And in fact, behind the scenes, I went and actually, it wasn't even about him, but I had him meet someone and they became they became instantly soulmates. Can you believe it? It's so cute. So, where is Annie? Oh, she's over here. Duh. So yeah, he now has a soulmate, and it is, in fact, a special individual, special for a number of reasons, because it is, in fact, Adeline Plowman. So her name hasn't changed yet from the marriage. That's my bad. But yeah, she's another one of Huxley's daughters, one of his two daughters. And basically, she and Arthur met and they fell in love instantaneously. Arthur, I wish that you weren't dripping. So Arthur and Adeline have gotten married and they are very madly in love. They really love each other. They think that they're great. They think that they're soulmates. And I think they're quite an interesting pairing because while Arthur is a very sweet sim, I think that's very obvious. He's so sweet, he's so kind, he's so thoughtful, he's just so adorable and cute. Adeline may not be the same kind of sim as him. Annie has moved out to be with them as well because Annie and Adeline are basically super best friends. They're absolutely super best friends. And as you may remember, Annie herself is a bit of a klepto and sort of a bit of, she may have some slightly criminal leanings, you know? Adeline may also have some slightly criminal leanings. Oh my gosh, but like, look at Arthur. Like, look at him. Is he not just the most adorable sim? But yeah, Adeline may not be exactly the most law-abiding sim either. What are her traits? She's got practice makes perfect and genius, but she is dastardly because her randomly generated aspiration from when she grew up behind our backs at Huxley's house is in fact to be a public enemy. So she has some criminal leanings, and while Arthur wants to sort of like have a good life that he builds for himself, that he makes a good life for himself and his children for, Adeline and Annie might have similar goals, but they might go about them in very different ways. I'm not sure if you would have seen the speed build if it actually came out, because for me, I'm actually recording this on Monday just so that I can still feel like I have enough time. But yes, he likes physical intimacy. But this is their house. It's inspired by the fact that there were fast food places in medieval England for a number of different reasons, including that people couldn't afford to buy coal for themselves. But so you've got the fast food shop out at the front here. This is where Arthur works, basically selling his food on the sales table. And then he has a kitchen sort of stored behind here, easy to get to. And through here is their kind of like living room, dining room. They're not poor, so they've got even some tapestries. Out back, there's a garden, just a garden. I don't know what else to say about it, you know what I mean? Upstairs, everything's ready for some kids. You know, we've got some kids' toys around. We've got a candle making station. We've got over here a room for bigger kids where they can sit on their rocking horse and look out the window. We've got a little puppet theater, a little alchemy station. Over through here, we've got a nursery for an infant so that it doesn't wake up everyone else. Oh, hey, Adeline. Through here, we've got two bathrooms. One has a bathtub. One's just got a shower and two chamber pots. I think that Arthur has 6 baby tries, if I'm not mistaken. And then over here is a room for toddlers so that they don't mess stuff up either. Arthur didn't even want to change. He's pretty content. And then this is the main bedroom. Like I said, oh man, these are also from Luna Moth, by the way. These tapestries, they're amazing. I couldn't stop myself. Also, Adeline's wearing like pretty fancy person clothes, you may have noticed. I don't think that she really would be able to wear these clothes, or maybe she could, but she wouldn't necessarily have the money to do it. But listen, I did it anyways, because it's from Luna Moth and it was exciting to get new CC. You know what I mean? Annie, don't do it. Don't be mean. But yeah, this is their new little home. I think it's so cute. Arthur and Adeline, I think, are going to have a really interesting life. And for now, Annie's a part of their story. But while that's going on, the other brewers are kind of going to fall to the background. So they'll just be parts of at the end. But we have to leave now because it's Kennard's elder birthday. So we've got to go and be a part of that with him and see if he's going to make it just a little while. See you when we get there. Okay, so here we are at the Jacobsons' home for one Mr. Kennard's birthday. However, Gree's also thrown a little family get-together so that everyone can come together and celebrate. The babies are coming over, all of the little babies. Ingrid's coming. I think they were invited at least. Yeah, Ingrid's coming. Blanche is here. Eleanor is here. Adam's stomping over. I don't know why, but he is. He's angry about something. So everyone's coming over together. Oh, cute. Kennard, go ahead and make a wish, okay, buddy? Happy birthday, Kennard. Boom, yeah. Happy birthday. Look, everybody's here for you. You handsome devil, you. Oh, you're so old. Kennard, no. Kennard, no, we love you. So he cannot roll a number less than 9 if he wants to live. Hopefully he does. I'm not quite ready to lose him yet. So let's see how this goes. No, larger than 9. Oh my gosh, he's the first one who's been successful with it. Out of only 3, but still. Kennard did it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. But yeah, everyone's here. Everyone's come together to celebrate for Grandpa Kennard to these guys. Oh, his mom also recently passed. As you've seen by now, Alice took off with her child and her lover. They're running away. Gree gave them a little bit of money to try and help them. She begged her, please let me know when you get someplace safe and I'll talk to your mom about everything. But Alice didn't want to wait. She was impatient and she decided that's it. She's going to go ahead and, basically leave. So she ran off and that's kind of what it is. Can we thank you for coming? Oh, can we discuss okay, we can discuss family lineage, but I wanted you to discuss the importance of family. Also, Graham, you're like right in the way, dude. Oh, look at these babies everywhere. Ingrid! Oh, this kills me. This really just gets me. Look at them. Grandpa Kennard. All of the little cousins and grandbabies and everything around. Oh. Yeah, Gree. If anybody likes pranks, it's Gree. Let's not lie about it. Oh, I can't believe it. It's so crazy. Why don't you meet all of your little grandkids? Because I don't think he knows all of them. Gree does. Gree's met all of them. She's very good friends with a lot of them. But I don't think Kennard has. Oh, it's so cute. All of the Jacobsons. Come back. Come back, Ingrid. Ingrid, we love you. Your mom passed away. It's so terrible. But yeah, look at the Jacobsons. Even though they ended up losing, sure, Gree, you're a perfectionist. You're perfect in my eyes, that's for sure. Even though they ended up losing, okay. Even though they ended up losing Edith, that was the only child. That's not true. They lost Grania. Actually, that's an important point. So, an important part of the story with Grania is that these guys don't know that they are, that Grania is alive. They don't know that Grania is alive at all. Kennard, don't worry, I'll cheat your needs for you. To them, Grania passed away, and they don't know that Rhiannoch brought her back. They haven't seen her, they haven't heard from her, they don't know anything about this. So while Ava had suspicions that perhaps something was awry, they don't know for sure. It was just what Ava thought was true. It's just people with their babies. Oh my goodness. Adam is not a good husband. I think we all can agree on that. But he is a pretty loving dad. I think he does really love his children. Oh, they're so cute together. What about you, Kennard? Oh, it's so sad because we all know that the war starts next year and all of these guys are going back to the war. Aren't they, Ingrid? Yeah, I think that out of all of the Sims in the world, these guys would be the ones who would know for sure that, oh my gosh, you have to meet your niece because it's from your twin. She's from your twin. But yeah, out of all of the Sims in the whole world, these guys would know for sure that the war is about to kick back up because they would have already gotten word. They would probably be thinking about what kind of troops do they have to rally or something. Yeah, I'm not big on military history. I don't really know, but I think that for sure they would have gotten word, especially because today's the last day of 1344. I'm pretty sure that they would know by now. Esmond, stop spying on people. It's so weird. I am so happy that Kennard is going to make it. I think that it would have been really rough if he, for whatever reason, hadn't made it. Oh dear, he really is sick. Dang, there's a plague going around early. Who is doing what over here? Who? Who amongst you? Blanche, no. But yeah, look at these guys, all family together. Who else is doing it? Gregory? Oh my gosh. Adam, get your children under control, please. Please control your children. Adam may be a loving parent, but he's not someone who's an authoritarian figure. He would not be controlling them. Okay, what about now? Go ahead and resume it. Now that Graham's moved out of the way, leaving his boiled eggs just hanging out there. Man, so crazy. But look at these guys. You can't even see them all because there's so many of them, but look at all of them around here. All of the Jacobsons. Oh. But I guess on that note, I'm going to call this episode to a close. That's the end of 1344. So in the background, what's been going on is, can you please call everyone to the grand meal? In the background, what's been going on is that Kate had another healthy baby. She named him Gib, which is a medieval diminutive for Gilbert. I guess I've gone with a theme of medieval diminutives for their names. Malik became an infant and Ibrahim became a toddler. So that's both of Seamus's children had birthdays. Catherine Brewer also became an infant. And for the bigger news, Jefferson II got married to a woman named Sheila and they were expecting. And Sophia also remarried, but we'll see her husband and her new life in the next episode. Like I've said before, all the Sims know that tension is rising. Everyone's a bit worried that there's going to be another outbreak of war, but they don't know yet exactly what's going to happen. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the year 1345 when we find out who is going to war. Bye-bye, everyone.